Pam calls her father on FaceTime to ask him about the final he took today. I have reason to believe my wife is a robot, can seemingly run for miles. He says, Peter, what's Margot up to tonight? She's at a study group all night. Davy? How much are you smoking? You doing every day or do you do it at work? Dude, can we not do this right now, please? David Kim calls his daughter Margot to check up on her. Margot is in the middle of a piano lesson. David asks if he can speak to her son, Isaac, who is camping. Isaac calls to report his daughter Margot is missing. He asks the operator to call his daughter's parents to check on her. He also asks to speak to Margot's mother, Pam, to see if she's ok. Margot Kim's last call to her father was on Thursday night. Her car was found in the middle of the night. Police say Margot has been skipping piano classes for the last 6 months. Jonna. I know you don't want to hear this from me right now, but you got to take it easy, Jonna. She keeps to herself a lot. I did see her eat lunch alone. She has friends, Davy. Margot left at p.m. on Thursday. Did she say where she was going? Not really. How'd she look? Was she worried? Did she look scared? Was she talking, Davy? She's acting like a totally different person. Margot Jeon has been missing since last week. Her father, David Jeon, says he's considering the possibility that she ran away. He says he spoke to security at Venmo and Margot sent money to herself. Margot told Ucast users she was from San Jose, California. She said she liked Pokemon because it can wipe out memories. She was last seen at a dinner 10 miles outside Pittsburgh. Her mother said that if she was still here today, she'd be making us all her. Margot Kim has been missing since September. A vehicle matching her description was found under a Santa Cruz lake. The Ever Creek High sophomore is believed to be in the vehicle. Margot Kim was last seen 4 days ago in Santa Cruz, California. Her car was found dumped in a lake. In cash was found in a manila envelope on the passenger seat. Kim Jong-un's daughter, Margot, was found dead in the middle of a lake. Kim is now being forced to give up his role in the investigation. I feel like we're just gonna drive each other crazy talking about it. He says, last night was fun. I feel so weird doing this. Don't tell your father. He'd kill me. Seriously, he'd murder me. Randy Kartoff, released just 6 years ago for felony drug possession and sexual assault, uploaded the confession online before taking his own life. We're going to show you a segment of the 3-minute video now, but please be warned. The following contains graphic descriptions and disturbing content. Margot Kim calls her father from Ucast. Margot's father, Detective Sergeant Rosemary Vick, answers the phone. Detective Vick says Miss Kim's life was taken on her way out of town. A private vigil will be held for Miss Kim this week. David Kim calls asking to speak to Detective Rosemary Vick. Vick tells Kim she has never seen someone so invested in a case. Kim calls back and asks to talk to Deputy Sheriff instead. Vick is arrested at vigil for missing teen. Mom. I got a phone call and who was calling my son? Mom. You need to understand that my son is not like other kids. He can be very different. 6 months ago, Robert recognized Margot on a live blogging website. Authorities believe missing teen Margot Kim is at the bottom of this Northern California ravine, presumed dead only hours ago. For those of you just joining, we are now following the police transporting Detective Vick and the father of Miss Kim.